Hey, oh my gosh, I am so excited that you're here. This means that you have completed days 1 through 4, and we are going to get into the organizing tips and how we as owners like organize our business, how we organize things, right? So, first off, first, and I want to say this because you probably already seen it in the description, but I want to tell you because it's very, very much true. So if you treat this like a hobby, you're going to get paid like it is a hobby. If you treat this as a business, you're going to see the many beautiful opportunities that this business has, this opportunity has for you, your family, and for other people. So that is very much true, okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind. And so then I want to go over what are potentials. So we have potential promoters, which are people who are coming to our inbox and they ask about like what the business side of things are. We have potential customers, and those are obviously people who have come into our inbox talking about the products, right? Asking about what they do, asking about Thrive. And so I want you to, first off, make sure that you have a planner or a notebook, or utilize your phone. Your calendar. If you're not utilizing your calendar on your phone, or you have a planner and you're not utilizing it, let's start today. Anyways, I find it very important because anytime anyone asks you about the business, you go ahead and you write it in that section of your planner that so and so had asked you about the product. So then therefore you can go back and you can see, or you can interact with them, and when we have sales and things like that, you can go back to them. And this is kind of where I go back into when we have sales. This is the list that I look at so that we can so I can tell people about our sales that are going on. So anyways, I have, like I said, a planner that I do that with, and I write day by day who asked me about the products, who I sold a sample to, who asked me about the business. And then that way it makes it easier for me to like interact with them. And then in this binder right here, it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be literally like something from the dollar store, y'all. Like, don't go too crazy and like buying really expensive planners and stuff like this when you can totally just grab a notebook and do all of this for you. So, anyways, I write in right here like all of my customers. So these are all of my people who have like ordered samples in like, in March. Wait, we're in April. Sorry, in April. And then on this side, I write anyone who has been interested in the business side of things, right? And then on a separate one, I write down. So what I like to do is I like to make my customers their own their account. So I ask them for an email, I ask them for their phone number, and I ask them for their full name. And then I make them their own free account, and then I send them their username and their password. And that's the way I do things. I just find it easier that way to do that. And so on this one right here, I'll write down their customer account number, I'll write down who they are, I'll write down their username, and I'll write down their password, right? And then also if they've given me their like their card information, I'll write that in there too. So this is obviously something that I keep very, very sacred, and I put it away. I don't show it to anybody. I don't just keep it out anywhere. So that's how I do. That's what I do. So then that way I can go in and check who has ordered in April, who has ordered in March, who is ready for their next auto ship. And speaking of auto ships, like I put them in my planner. So I'll write, Sarah has a, auto ship coming up on the 25th. So that way I know that I need to get with Sarah, 3 or 4 days before her auto ship runs, because one, it's very disrespectful and it's rude when someone just like lets their people run their auto ship, and two, it gives you that they feel like they are being taken care of, right? So if you have hey, you know what, how are you doing on your products? Is there anything that I can change for you, or are you liking them? And then that way they say, oh, you know what, I really liked this that you posted, like, can we get a bottle of that, or can we get a box of that? or I would like to change the shakes up this month. So it gives them that option, and it also gives you that interaction with them, and you build those relationships, and they're not just being left on an auto ship, right? So definitely take care of your customers in that way. And then two, with the planner potentials, when you get a new person like you are doing now, right? When you get someone new, I always write down when they started and when their VIP period ends. So I know that we are going through these videos every single day, and that I'm in their inbox every day asking them questions about what they had just watched, what they just went through, if they have, any concerns, or if they have any, anyone that they want to talk to, and things like that. So that is what I do, and that's how I utilize my planner. It's so important because I didn't do this for the first 6 months of my business, and it was really hard. So now it makes it really super easy when I have when there's a free shipping weekend or something like that, where I can just go into my list of promoter or sample customers and say, hey, I know you love the products. Well, they're giving out free shipping this weekend. Let me know if there's any way I can help you. So, get your order started. So anyways, that is pretty much it for the organization part. It's very super simple. We love to keep stuff simple here because we want you to be able to show your people next, right? So this business, if you haven't already figured it out or realized it, but it's built on consistency and repetition. So anyways, I want to challenge you to either, figure out if you're going to use a planner, your phone, or just a regular notebook, and start writing down people, if you've already had people in your inbox about the, Thrive, or about, sample customers, or about the business part of things, and start keeping those people on a piece of paper, in your notebook, in your calendar, and start utilizing that so that you can keep track of who has been watching you. So anyways, y'all have completed day 5. I'm so excited. We'll see you guys later.